Oh, hello, and here we are. It's a while since I've done one of these. As you may well know, I had a stroke at the start of the year, which kind of interrupted various things. I've preached a couple of times at the gate since then, which I'll perhaps put links to them in the description, where you can hear a bit more about that if you want to, and how God's drawn me closer to Himself. Anyway, I'm hoping to get back to doing the videos on a more regular basis now. And we're going to look at the book of Ecclesiastes. And I'll put a link to the introductory blog post on this as well. It's got a link to details of the commentary, which I'm grateful to by Ortland. And in some ways, Ecclesiastes is a bit of an odd book. You might sometimes wonder, what's it doing in the Bible? It's not prophetic as such. It's not full of historical details or anything like that. Sometimes it can seem to be extremely negative. But it's... And the commentaries on it tend to go either in a very positive direction, put a very positive gloss on it, or a very negative interpretation of it. Neither of which is really valid. It's kind of a halfway house between the two. It's kind of philosophical, and you might say it's about how to live in a fallen world, which is what we all have to do. It's what we're all alive, hopefully. If you listen to this, you're alive, and we live in a fallen world. And if you look at the world, it's a fallen world, but we experience the consequences of that, certainly in ourselves and in life in general. But also, there's many things which are very good. You can look outside. It's a beautiful sunny day here. And, I live in Scotland. It's a beautiful country. And there are things like I'm fortunate to have a good wife. And there are things in the world which are good. If you say it's all bad and all a complete disaster, completely hopeless and miserable, then that's not true. But if you try and find, right, this is my life is entirely based in this world as it is now, and that's a foolish way to go about things. It's a hopeless way. I mean, in work we may have a job which we enjoy. We can do things which we find are worthwhile and satisfying. But if you make work a kind of an idol out of it, it's a big mistake. And the book of Ecclesiastes kind of proves, if you like, that life without God just doesn't make any sense. And there are two key phrases in the book. One is the teacher. And who is the book written by? Well, some people think it was King Solomon. And there are some grounds for that, for thinking that. But Ortland doesn't think it is King Solomon. We'll talk about that when we go into chapter 1. I think that the teacher, or the Koleth, I probably pronounced that wrong, but it's again, if you look in the notes, you'll see how it's actually spelled. That the Hebrew word is Koleth, probably pronounced quite differently than I've just pronounced it. You've got this wise man looking at the world, trying to make sense of it. And of the various ways. Another phrase in there is meaningless, or vanity of vanities, if you're looking in the KJV. The NIV has meaningless, and Ortland think this is a very bad translation of the Hebrew word, which is hebel. So it's about how to make sense of the real world as it is. The thing about this book and about the Bible as a whole, it is extremely realistic and down to earth. It's more down to earth than anything else. So that's what we'll be doing over the next few weeks, I hope. So read the book of Ecclesiastes.